Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 39th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about the difference between global and local variables and how Python distinguishes between global and local variables, right? So those of you who programmed in other languages like C or C++ or Java, you guys must be having some idea about, how local variables are different from global variables. But those of you who haven't programmed in any language, it's really simple. A variable that you create in your main program is a global variable. So that variable is known anywhere in the program, whether you have a function or you have a function within a function. That variable is known to all parts of the program, whereas a variable that you create inside a function has what you call a local scope. So that variable is known within the function, but when you go outside it, since the variable scope is only limited to the function, that variable outside the function is not known. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a very simple program to demonstrate this to you. So I'll have a variable in my program that I'm going to call var, and I'll give it the value 100, and then I'll create a function and I'll call this function sample, and it's not going to take in any argument at the moment. And then I'll create another variable in this function, and I'm going to call the variable var again, right? So the names of the two variables is the same, and I'll give this one the value 0. And on the next line I'm going to print this the value of the variable var, and within double quotes I'll simply type in local value, and that's because we are displaying the value of the variable from inside the function. And I'll type in var after the comma here, and I'll type in return to move out of the body of the function. And now I'll use another print statement to display the value of the variable from outside the function. So global value, and I'll put in a colon and a comma and var here. And next I'll call the function sample by typing in sample and a pair of empty parentheses. I'll save the file, and when I run the program I see that the global value is 100 and the local value is 0, right? This is because this variable is known to have the value 100 outside the program, but as soon as we go inside the program, we have another variable of the same name that has the value 0. So since we are calling this print statement from within the function, and we are accessing the value of the variable var that's local to the function, that's why we are seeing the value 0 printed for the local value. And outside the function we are again going to have access to the global value, so that's why we're seeing 100 as a result. Now if I make some modifications to this program, and what I can do is I can pass the variable value 100 as an argument to this function, right? So I'll type in var here, and even while calling the function I can type in var. And should I make any more changes? No, I don't have to make any more changes. I'll save the file, and when I run the program I'll still see the same thing. And that's because even though I'm making a pass of this value to the function, I'm creating another object of the name var, and I'm giving it the value 0. So this value, the 100 that I passed to this function, is actually never being used. So again, in this print statement we are referring to the variable that we've created inside the function, right? So the one that has been created within the function sample, and the one that has local scope. And if I would remove this statement from the function, if I would save the program and execute the program now, I would see that now I see the global value is 100 and the local value is 100, because we haven't created another object of the name var inside the sample function, right? So in this case the function doesn't have any option but to use the global value. So that's it for now. In the next tutorial we are again going to discuss something interesting about Python, and you may subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And see you in the next video. Till then, take care.